precious environment. Environmental protection should become the practice of protecting the natural environment not only by the governments but also by individuals and organizations. Myself, being a textile chemist, dealing with imparting knowledge to the students regarding various aspects, including the chemical wet processing of synthetic polymeric materials, which are broadly categorized as plastics. These plastics are further subclassified as thermoplastics and thermoplastics. Thermoset plastics include certain varieties of polyesters, polyurethanes, phenolic materials, etc., and find applications ranging from the household appliances, electronic components and accessories, motor parts, and covers, etc. On the other hand, thermoplastics are typically used for plastic products that are not exposed to extreme heat, such as plastic toys. Any problem, madam?
No, it's audible, sir.
Such as plastic. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Toothbrushes, plastic storage containers, beverage bottles, and variety of other consumer products. These thermoplastics include a wide range of materials such as polyethylene, polystyrene, polypropylene, polyesters, polyamides, which include a wide range of nylons, polyvinyl chloride, etc. Most of these polymeric plastic materials are non-biodegradable and also harmful to the environment. Sometimes, while a finished product may be non-toxic in nature, the monomer used in the manufacture of its parent polymers may be of toxic nature. I will like to give an example of vinyl chloride monomer and its final product, that is polyvinyl chloride. The IARC, that is International Agency for Research on Cancer of World Health Organization, has recognized vinyl chloride, the monomer and precursor of polyvinyl chloride, as human carcinogenic. However, polyvinyl chloride, which is the final product, is a versatile material that offers many possible applications such as drainage and water services pipes, medical devices, blood storage bags, cables and wire insulation, resilient floorings, roofing membranes, stationary materials, interiors and seat coverings of automobiles, footwears, packaging, and a long list of many other applications. These plastics, they are widely used everywhere in our daily life, and today we cannot think of living without them. However, being non-biodegradable and toxic, they promote risk to human health and the environment. Different human problems like irritation in the eye, vision failure, breathing difficulties, respiratory problems, cancers, skin diseases, lung problems, headache, reproductive problems, etc., are due to the use of these toxic plastics. Plastics cause serious environmental pollution such as soil pollution, water pollution, and air pollution too. Application of proper rules and regulations for the production and use of plastics can reduce toxic effects of plastic on human health and environment. I personally feel that today's webinar on plastic waste and the upcoming series of webinars on Sundays will definitely help to create awareness to the general public about the environmental protection. Today's webinar is mainly related to the problems and solutions pertaining to the plastic waste, which is really a burning issue of recent times. The learned guest speaker, Dr. Sonal Chonde, will be highlighting the issues related to plastic waste and amicable solutions to these problems. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emma sir, for your word of wisdom on the plastic waste and its issues in current scenario. This webinar series, actually, we have started with the thought of to aware the public with the relevant issues in the current scenario. And also, we have collaborated with so many people who are also willing to deliver about the knowledge for their from their experience, knowledge and experiences in their respective area on this platform. to the public, so that everyone can have idea about how to dispose all the type of waste, what type of the regulations are there in India. So thank you very much, sir, for your word of wisdom and enlightening this session. Today's session is plastic waste, that is ensuring the problems and solution. It will be given by Dr. Sonal. Uh, some things our organization, that is Econ Services. Few slides about the organization we are going to present here. This organization is registered for basically as an environmental consultancy and engineering solution for all the production measures of the environmental pollution. And this is ISO certified organization. We have environmentalists, we have engineers, chemists, geologists, industrial hygienists, research associate, technicians, sociologists, policy makers, economists, legal advisors, with the five mantras of a cone, like we are assuring the best quality in service, kind with nature, overcome the pollution potential, negate the vulnerability and environmental condition to be improved for protection of the planet Earth, with seven values of Econ. We have a company policy as per ISO certification. We have this type of services in the field of environment protection, and also we are celebrating different days related to soil, or we can say the Earth Day, something related to some biodiversity conservation and energy conservation days, etc. And personally, we are also engaged our team for some different scenarios, different type of attribute, different type of work, like book publication, journal publication. We are running two journals: Octa Journal of Environmental Research, Octa Journal of Bioscience. And we are also calling for book for chapters related to some different domains, not for only environment, some vulnerable issues of the environment. Like you can see some type of books are there. Currently we have one book that is monitoring and evaluating the ecological health of wetland, that is to be published by IGI USA. And also we are offering different training programs to learn how to work in this field of EIA. We are also offering internship, a virtual internship program, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days training programs are there. And different type of aspects we have covered, like environmental conditions, understanding of environmental conditions, GIS, remote sensing, CETP, climate change, energy conservation building code, ICPC compliances, EIA practices in different countries, land use map preparation, noise pollution, noise mapping, biomedical waste management. And we have authored more than 50 books in different domain, including environment and the core area of molecular biology. Like you can see some books are there, and all these books are available online. We have also provided the links. If you search on Google, immediately these books are available on Google Books to read. And also some books are all the books are available on Amazon Books or Flipkart, etc. So now we'll invite our guest speaker, Dr. Sonal. Dr. Sonal is working as an assistant professor in Department of Environmental Science, HVD College of Commerce, Art and Science, Pune. She has about 9 years of experience in the teaching and research. And also she has worked on plastic waste management and wastewater treatment system. She received the award of UGC Postdoctoral Research Fellowship in 2015, and recently in 2020 also. She has completed postdoctorate in environmental science. She is having education qualification like MBA, PG diploma in geoinformatics, and also in industrial safety. She has published about 8 books, 25 research papers in international national journals, and also patent is in process. She has been awarded Best Oral Presentation in Indo-Marcus International Conference on Biotechnology, and also she has organized Rajiv Gandhi Science Center Mauritius on 11th 12th November 2013. She has presented many research papers in national international conferences. She is very keen interest in research and teaching in environmental science. Now I invite Dr. Sonal Jichonde for delivering his her lecture on plastic waste management. Over to Madam. Can you hear me, Dr. Sonal? Your voice is not audible. I think you need to unmute yourself. Please unmute once.
Now I am audible?
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Yes. You are pretty audible. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. First of all, I'm sharing my vote of thanks to the Dr. Rathod sir for invited me as a guest speaker for this wonderful topic. Now I'm sharing my PPT. First of all, I'm sharing my screen with all of you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Your screen is visible now.
Okay, is it?
Yeah, it's visible. Pretty visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please start.
So today we are going to discuss about the plastic waste, its problem and its solution. Just I'm looking to the outline of the my PPT. My outline of the PPT or today we are going to cover the following points. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction about the plastic, what is meant by exactly plastic, what are the different types of the plastic, what are the categories of the plastic, different sources of the waste material of the plastic. And the more important is the effect of the plastic on the environment, how to manage the plastic waste and ends of the plastic. So these are in today's presentation. So let us discuss first of all what is meant by exactly plastic. Okay, so plastic we can say it is one kind of the polymer. Polymer means what is it? It is nothing but the chain of the monomer. When there will be any chain of the monomer, or there will be some kind of the reactions by which many kinds of the monomer they come together and they will be form a plastic. Okay, so plastic it is the very scientific material. We can say it's a chain of the monomer, which is we can call as the polymer. Now, this is synthetic plastic. Sometimes it's a polymers are the natural polymers, just like woolen material, and the synthetic plastic or synthetic polymer. These are which are we produced for the different purposes. They are creating problem to the environment. Now, plastic it is chemically what it is nothing but the hydrocarbon compound, hydrocarbon based. Suppose we are looking at the chemical nature of the plastic. So what it contain? It contain the hydrocarbon material and hydrocarbon material, and also it is having some kinds of the functional group. Let us discuss the structure first of all. First of all, we will discuss how this plastic come into the environment or how it was formed since from the very historical year. So plastic, we can say the synthetic plastic was prepared by using petroleum coal and the cellular material. Petroleum material, coal material, these are nothing but what? These are the fossil fuel material which are coming from the earth crust. Okay, from the earth crust we are going we have extracted the petroleum material, coal material. That means we are using the non-renewable energy source for the production of the plastic material. So basically plastic it is prepared by using non-renewable material, which is a petroleum material, coal material. So for the production of the plastic, there are several chemical reactions we are going to study, because the plastic it is one of the material which have started to develop around 100 years ago. Almost 100 years ago, there was some chemical reactions studied by some scientists, and then they discovered that something material which is differently in shape, differently in the composition, was produced. First of all, the Parks discovered in 1862 one of the such a material which is a cellulose based material, cellulose nitrate material, and he named it as a Parkinson's. Then Bekeland in 1907, he was doing some experiment related with some polymers, and in that experimental stage he was discovered the plastic material. Now, this plastic, it is one of the major component which we are using daily for starting from the morning to the night time. We are using lot of the things which are made from the plastic. So demands of the plastic, it is created by our modern lifestyle, urbanization, and the other practices, and plastic production. It is one of the major issue related with the plastic waste management, because as we know the demand of the plastic increasing, so plastic production it was also again started with the 1950, and again it is continually increasing. If, if we are looking at this graphical presentation, uh, if we are looking at this graphical presentation, from 1950, there is a continuous increase in the growth or continuously increasing in the production of the plastic. So production of the plastic increases, that means there is again increase in the quantity of the plastic waste. As the plastic production increases continually, plastic waste quantity, it is also increasingly. Now in sudden, we can say in up to the 2010, it is up to 300 million tons per year plastic is produced, and it is expected that up to 2050, there may be 400 or 450 million tons of the plastic will be need to produce to fulfill our daily requirement. Now these are the countries which are producing the plastic, basically Europe, China, rest of Asia, Middle Asia, Latin America. The major production countries, they are presented here. So what is exactly use, or we can say demand of the plastic? If we consider the demand point of view of the plastic, the maximum plastic it is required for the packaging of the product. Okay, so around that production of the plastic, 39% plastic it is utilized for the packaging of the material. 20% of the plastic it is required for the building and the construction activity. 8% of the plastic it is required for the automobile. 5% it is required for the electrical and the electronics. For agricultural purpose, 4.2% plastic it is required. And the other content it also required by 22%. That means majority of the plastic it is utilized for the packaging purposes. Now, what the exactly plastic industry do? Plastic industry just collect the raw material. We all know that the raw material, it is a petroleum-based raw material, feedstock producer or polymer producer material. They convert this into the different kinds of the resin material, plasticizer material. They mold and dye the product and then make at the end use product. That means they use the raw material, petroleum product, and they convert it into the very usable, that is a end product which we consume, just like a plastic bottle, plastic toothbrush, or any other products. Now, as sir already discussed about the different types of the plastic, that is thermoplastic and the thermoset plastic. Now basically there are two types of the plastic, thermoplastic and the thermoset plastic. Thermoplastic means what? These plastic that do not undergo the chemical change during the heating and the cooling, and it is recyclable plastic. Once we can provide the heat to the plastic, it can be molded into the different shape, and we can recycle use these kinds of the thermoplastic. For example, it is the plastic wrappers, food material, food containers, panels, okay, plastic bags, etc. Thermoset plastic, this is nothing but the plastic which is once set into the initial shape. It cannot be changed or cannot be melted. Set means it is permanently set. That is a thermoset. That means if we prepare such kind of a plastic, it is permanently set plastic. It doesn't change its shape or any its texture or its chemical structure when we melt or we can give any treatment to the plastic. For example, different kinds of the kitchen tools, glues, varnishes, etc. Now the thermoplastic include again different types of the plastic. For example, polycarbonate plastic, polyethylene plastic, plastic, polypropylene plastic, polystyrene plastic. Almost we all are familiar with these kinds of the plastic. Okay, thermoplastic, polyethylene, we use the plastic bags which are mostly made up from the polyethylene, polycarbonate material, polystyrene, especially black carry bag which we carry for the fruits and the other things. These are made up from the polystyrene component. Polypropylene material, polyvinyl chloride, it is also very common for the use, as we all know the PVC pipes which are used in construction and the other activities. So these are the thermoplastics which can be molded into the different shape, and we can be reuse these kinds of the plastic, recycle these kinds of the plastic. Thermoset plastic, it include epoxides, phenol formaldehyde, polyurethane, and polytetrafluorine, these kinds of the plastic which are once prepared, once they are converted into any kind of the shape or any kind of the chemical structure, it is a permanently structure. It is not able to recycle or remold that kind of the plastic. The applications of the plastic. Okay, in day-to-day life, we are using many more products of the plastic. For example, toothbrush we are using the plastic bottles, we are using the carry bags, then different kinds of the cans, bottles. Okay, CD cover is there. So all these material basically made up from these different kinds of the plastic. For example, is polyethylene plastic, high ethylene or high density polyethylene plastic, low density polyethylene plastic, vinyl polyethylene plastic. This is what the plastic components which we are using in day-to-day life. Now, plastic processes, or we can say plastic having, once they are prepared from the some kind of the industry, they are coated with the some kind of the resins. Resins means what? They are explaining their content. Okay, once upon suppose we take when any kind of the notebook, then symbol is there, that is eco-friendly symbol or eco-friendly tag. This represent the material, it is from the eco-friendly point of view. So such in case of plastic material, whenever there will be an coding, so the plastic material it is specifically coded with this kinds of the number, and this number denotes the content of the plastic. For example, this one number indicate the polyethylene terephthalate, two number of the plastic it indicates the high density, three number of the plastic that indicate the vinyl plastic, four number that is the low density polyethylene plastic, fifth it is a polypropylene, six number it is a polystyrene, and seven it is the other types of the plastic. So why this coding is needed? Because for treatment of any kind of the plastic, or while we are using these kinds of the plastic, we need to test what is the exact content of the plastic. So for that purpose, once there will be any production of the plastic bottle, or any production of the any kind of the plastic material, the plastic industry need to make a coding, or we can say they are marking their code with the product. Now classification is there on the basis of coding. So I think you can, this picture is very clear. If you're looking at this picture, first one is that is polyethylene plastic. We are daily use this kind of the plastic, different kinds of the plastic bottles. High density polyethylene plastic, it is all plastic bottles, cans. Polyvinyl chloride, this is a special type of plastic, which is non-recyclable plastic, or we can say it is, once we are providing some kind of the treatment with this plastic, it may produce some hazardous product, or once we use these kinds of the plastic, they can produce something different products. Low density plastic, propylene, then polystyrene. Polystyrene, it is also very important kind of the plastic. This is especially used in the lunch box and the water bags and the different production. But this styrene group, which is present in this kind of the material, it is very dangerous if it is exposed with the heat content. Okay, so this is nothing but a classification. Just we are not looking at the effect. We will discuss about this effect also. Now, plastic waste material. Basically, plastic waste, majority of the waste coming from the cheap stationery bags. That means packaging material. After that, bottle waste or bottle plastic in the format of the bottle, PET bottle, straw, and this is what the different kinds of the smallest concentration of the plastic waste. Now, why we choose the plastic? Still, we are very problematic for the environment, but still we are choosing this kind of the plastic, because in many condition we cannot avoid this plastic material. Okay, so why we choose plastic? Because it is easy to clean, recyclable, then also versatile, is weather resistant, chemical resistance. That means plastic, it is not a bad material, we can say. Always say is not management is the problem. Okay, in fact plastic is a good material for the, on the point of research, or we can know, we have know many applications of the plastic in this corona, we are seeing different uses of the plastic. But the management of the plastic, it is definitely very problematic. But plastic itself, it is having different properties. And because of these properties, we are preferring this plastic for our day-to-day life. Now let us discuss the impact of the plastic. Impact of the plastic waste. Obviously, we are producing more than 300 million tons of the plastic per year. That means we are producing more than 300 tons of the plastic waste in the environment. Once we are using some plastic bags or any cans or the any material, we use and throw type of the material, we discarded this material to the rivers and the other thing, and it is very problematic for the environment. Once this plastic it is used and throw, then it contaminate the environment. Not only physically, it is also contaminating to the chemically and biologically. Now this is just example how does the plastic waste it impact on the ocean life. So these were the pictures which was from the study of the United Nation in 2019. United Nation was completed one project related to the Pacific Ocean, which is contaminated with the plastic waste. So many of the hospital waste, just like syringe, small bottles, they are discarded into the different sea water or oceanic water, and these kinds of the plastic they are consumed by the some birds, some animals, and they are using this plastic as a food because they are not differentiating between the food material and the plastic material. But we all know that plastic it is not degradable material, and the birds or the other animals they are not able to degrade it, and because of this it is very problematic for their health. Okay, and because of this the death of the biodiversity or death of the flora fauna, it is obviously because of the impact of the plastic waste. Now also the plastic pollute the beaches of the oceans, and also in case of landscape it is also very dangerous. In case of solid waste contaminant, in case of soil contamination, groundwater recharge contamination. We all know this situation, it is very common in India that this kinds of the plastic it is directly exposed to the either river or either in a solid waste debris. But these are a situation which have created very dangerous problem for the environment. Basically plastic it is showing different kinds of the problems to the environment as well as a human. Also it damages the birds, cattle, corals and the plant. As I already said that birds and the animals they are unable to differentiate between the plastic and the food material, and they consume directly plastic as a food, and because of this there is a death of these animals and the birds will be there. Okay, when we burn the plastic, then it is producing a very dangerous gas, which is a dioxin gas, which is very hazardous for the human being, animals and the other things. When we using the styrene material, or we can say polystyrene like material, which is commonly used for the production of the tiffin box and the other hot coffee cup or the other cups. Obviously this styrene material which is in the this plastic, it is soluble in the hot material. That means when we are using the plastic cup for the coffee or the for tea, then because of temperature of tea and the coffee, the styrene material it is dissolved in the coffee and we are consuming material. This material is very also the cancer. So it is carcinogenic material. So using of plastic bottles and using of plastic cups and also the tiffin, it is also very dangerous for the. Now bisphenol A, it is also one of the or we can say it is one of the materials used in a plastic bottle preparation, and this material it is very dangerous because it is also dissolved in the water body. So once we are using the water containing water bottle which is having bisphenol A, so the bisphenol A initially dissolved with the water bottle, water contained, and we are consuming this bisphenol A with the water bottles. And it is very dangerous. It is also the very dangerous chemical which is having very dangerous impact on the human health. Now, what we can do regarding the plastic? First thing, we say no to the plastic bags. We say no, we carry our cloth bag or the other bags instead of the plastic bag. We say no to the travel plastic mug. We can take a stainless steel mug, stainless steel bottles instead of the plastic bottles. Okay, so whenever we are going to the outside, we carry our own steel bottles instead of the plastic. This can be a simple thing we can do regarding the plastic pollution and the plastic problems. Now, which type of the plastic we use, and it is whether it is safe or not. This slide shows about the which plastic we need to use, and which type of the plastic it is very hard for or very dangerous for the our health. Now, this one number plastic, it is safe for our health. Two number plastic, it is also safe for our health. That is HDP. That was a coding plastic. I just in the last slide we have discussed about this coding. So 1, 2, 4, 4, 5. These are the 1, 2, 4, 5. These are the codes. If the bottle or any plastic container, these are having 1, 2, or 4, 5 code, then they are safer for our use. That means they doesn't having any kind of the components which is dissolved in the material, just like a plastic bottle, water, or anything. But if we are using 3, 6, and 7 number, that means 3 means it contains toxic material components. 6, it is also having um, polystyrene. I have discussed about it. And the 7, it is a bisphenol A, which is already discussed. That is bisphenol A. It is dissolved in water. So if we are using such material, it is very dangerous for the health. So it is my request to avoid 3, 6, and 7 coded plastic material. If in any emergency, we need to use the plastic. We are now what need to do about the plastic, that is reduce, reuse, and the recycle. Maximum we have to reduce the use of the plastic. Maximum we are trying to reuse the plastic, and maximum we are trying to recycle the plastic. Different practices of the plastic waste. If we are looking at the conventional technology, there are 3 technology: landfilling, recycling, and incineration. And we are looking at the new technology. There are 4 technologies available, that is polymer blended bituminous road, co-processing of the plastic waste into the cement kilns, liquid fuel, and plasma pyrolysis. Okay, let us discuss one by one. First, and a very simple and traditional method, it is nothing but the recycling of the plastic. That means we are going to recycle plastic bags and other plastic things which are recyclable plastic. We are going to collect, select, segregate, and then we can recycle these kinds of the plastic. Now, land filling, it is one of the method where such a ground or such an area it is selected for the dumping of the rock or the any kind of the waste material instead of the soil. Okay. So initially, land filling, it is a process, especially for the waste, toxic waste disposal, especially industrial waste disposal. So many times, plastic waste disposal, it is also treated with the land filling method, where we have first of all we need to study the location of the area, that is the land. It is out from the very it is not with the residential area land, and it is covered with the different kind of the coating material. Okay, for this kind of land filling process, we need to first of all take the land filling excavation process. We need to first of all excavation, then we need to cover the excavation portion with the some polyethylene material, because once the land filling is completed, then there will be formation of the leachate, and it may be percolated to the soil. To avoid this kind of the thing, or to avoid this kind of the process, we need to cover this material with the polyethylene or any kind of the processing material. Also, we need to add these kinds of the pipelines for the removal of the gas, because this process there will be a degradation material, and degradation method, it leads to the anaerobic degradation. In that case, there may be formation of the methane gas. So we need to remove that gas from the landfilling site. Now the last process, it is a capping. Then that means once we make a ditching and the addition of the plastic material, we need to cover that area with the greener area, that is we can say as a capping. So after the capping process is over, the land, it is looking like the simple land, but it is merged with the dangerous waste. It is, or we can say it is it is having different kind of the toxic waste, but still it is capping with the different greenery or greenery vegetation, just like a small tree or small herb we can plant on that site. Now next method is incineration. That is we can burn this material at the extremely 1000 degrees Celsius. So it is a very suitable method if we are having very huge quantity of the plastic. This method we can use for the volume reduction, stabilization of the waste, and recovery of the energy from the waste. So this is a simple chamber where plastic waste is added, and we can get only two products, that is ash and the exhaust, which is a gaseous exhaust. Okay. Polymer blended bituminous road, it is one of the non-conventional technique where we are going to use the polymer material for the road construction. One of the application of this is in Tamil Nadu. They have implemented this project. So plastic material collected, blended, melting of the plastic mixed with the road construction material. This is also very good application for the plastic waste management. Co-processing of the plastic with cement kilns, this is also a very important material. For the construction site, we can use these kinds of the plastic material, which is a very complex in the nature, that is a polymer material for the construction of different kinds of the buildings and the other materials. This is also a very good initiative, or we can say good method for the non-conventional background. Polymer or pyrolysis process, it is nothing but the incomplete combustion of the plastic waste in absence of the oxygen. So incomplete combustion also related with the breakdown of the molecule. They can produce different kinds of the gaseous molecule, carbon material, atom, or many times we can get different kind of the gases, oil, and the other products. Very innovative method. This is nothing but the plasma pyrolysis. So for plasma pyrolysis, first of all, we are looking what is meant by the plasma. So plasma, it is nothing but a four state of the matter: solid, liquid, gases, and the plasma. It is a four state of the matter. So plasma material, it is very important material. Natural plasma can be seen in the lightning, sun star, or the comets. And plasma material, it is having very high electrical conductivity and very good heat flowing capacity. So plasma technique, it is very useful technique by which we can treat the plastic waste. Once we are exposing certain temperature to the plasma, suppose we are exposing the 500 degrees Celsius temperature to the plasma, almost 25 hours the temperature will be same because of the plasma material, and this can be related with the treatment of the waste with the plasma, and this release with the some kind of energy product, for example oxygen, steams, and the other, and by this we can we, we can get different kinds of the product also, which are usable as a fuel material. One of the innovative method of treatment, it is also conversion of the plastic waste into the liquid waste, that is fuel production, we can say production of the plastic into the fuel. We can melt and we can treat these kinds of the plastic with some different chemical treatments, and we can produce the fuel material by using plastic. This is also a very innovative technique for the plastic waste management. This chart explain about the different types of the plastic and different kinds of the fuel we can expected by this kind of the plastic. Plastic, it is also degradable, but it takes a lot of the time, almost 50 to 80 years time it is required for minimum degradation. So once we are exposed for the photo degradation, that means we are exposing the degradation with the help of sunlight. Biodegradation, we can treat bacteria or microorganisms for the degradation of the plastic. Biodeterioration, auto oxidation, hydrolysis, and solubilization. In recent trends, we can say biodegradation of the plastic, it is a major trends. Now, presently, we are using many area, we are using the biodegradable plastic, which is specifically modified on the basis of production of microbial enzymes. So many microorganisms, they are synthesizing different kinds of the enzymes, and they are able to degrade the polymer, or we can say the plastic material. And this is also the future strength, or we can say this is one of the future application of the plastic waste management.
Sorry for
Now,
interrupting. Please conclude in 2 minutes.
yes, sir. It's almost in the finishing stage.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
thank
only one slide is there. Okay. So
thanks.
strategy for the plastic waste, what we need to do, we can collect the plastic first of all, then segregate, and then we can decide what is the treatment method. That is recycling, plasma, road construction, scientific landfilling, or okay, this kinds of the material. Now, in the conclusion, enormous quantity of the plastic are produced and used, and it is conveniently convenient for the use. Although some plastic are recyclable and some are not recyclable, so plastic waste poses a serious threats to the environment. Law, economical measures, and some educational awareness regarding the plastic, it can help for the plastic waste management practices. And thank you so much. Think, respond, and act for the save earth. And thank you so much for giving me chance to present here. Now this session is open for question answering. If anyone is having any question, you can ask.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Sonal, for sharing wonderful session on the plastic waste problem and solutions. You have given a very nice presentation on the topic, and also it is a very interesting also for today's scenario, as we need to know how plastic waste can be managed. So now we'll see in the chat box some questions are there, and because we have a very paucity of
Okay.
time, will this session will be ended in next 2 3 minutes. One question about
Okay.
that, yeah, it's about what we can say, how we can manufacture a soundproof and temperature controlled product from plastic. This question from Mr. Chapedi. Some number is there.
Hmm.
I'm repeating the question: how we
Okay.
can manufacture the soundproof and temperature controlled product from plastic?
Yeah, we can manufacture such a plastic by using some thermoplastic. Okay. Actually, what happened with the plastic? There are different kinds of the polymerization reactions follow, and soundproof plastic we can prepare with the help of some resins and plasticizers material coating. So production there are a lot of the methods you can search also regarding this.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. For feedback, the PDF we have shared in the form of browser. In the PDF only, the links is already there. If any type of
Okay.
feedback you need to submit anyone, then they can just submit on the this link in the PDF. The same link will be work for the every Sunday. You can join. Everyone can join every Sunday at the same time, same platform, same meeting ID password. And Dr. Sona, thank you very much for giving insightful presentation about the plastic waste management. And all
Okay.
the participant also, I am heartily thankful to be here to listen about the issues. And our motto is to aware the public about uh, the issue, current scenario and situation, why this has been created. And as we know, the corona pandemic, the second wave, third wave, many more are there, black fungus, etc. So to overcome this type of issues, we have started this type of series to cope with how we have to be ready with the positivity. So thanks a lot for today, and on the next Sunday.